What value do you place on privacy? I'm sure your organization says that privacy is important, but how do you invest in it? How do you contribute to better privacy for your customers and for your organization? In this video, we're going to hear from some global privacy leaders as they talk about investing in the value of privacy.
We are in a changing time right now. The GDPR has brought about fines that are significant. Any large multinational company is going to feel some pain if they get caught in that.
I sometimes talk about the sign that we see so often when we go in restrooms in restaurants where it says employees must wash hands before going back to work. And every time I see that sign, I think to myself, I really hope they do that. I really hope they do that is kind of like where we are today with many companies and their corporate training for privacy. It's like you give them the training and it's like, well, I really hope they do that.
Companies today know that data protection is an important issue. In fact, in a recent survey, 75% of respondents said that data protection is a top digital risk. On the flip side, though, those same respondents, only 35% believed that their senior management saw it as a serious issue. That's a major disconnect.
Think of it as, the difference between talking the talk and walking the walk.
There's a saying that the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. I like to think of that saying and swap it out and say the price of privacy is eternal vigilance. If you think what works today is going to save you tomorrow, you're probably going to find yourself in a bad situation in the future.
And if you don't think through how you're going to manage that data and create consents for it and protect it and secure it in your company, you could end up 2 years, 3 years, 5 years down the line without a business, quite honestly.
Certainly, plans are necessary, but you can't just write a privacy policy and put it in a file and think that you are done. It has to be a living, breathing program. New business imperatives, employee education, changes in the marketplace, all of them are going to demand that you create a smart and flexible program.
Because when you become complacent and aren't contemplating emerging topics, looking at trends of issues that might have occurred in the past, making sure that they don't occur again, then you're really not being strategic in your vision.
When there is a breach, as in when something goes wrong, the regulators are going to look much more favorably on an organization that has actually put in place policies, procedures, that has got privacy officer, than organization who hasn't done anything whatsoever.
I think part of the brand of your company, your organization, is that you become known as an organization that can be trusted with privacy. And that, I think, is only going to create greater business opportunities.
Because data privacy is not a matter of just complying with law. It can be used in a way that makes people comfortable enough to allow them to be benefited from it.
You probably should be paying attention to the risk associated with privacy, but if you're forward-looking, if you're thinking about the digital economy and how your customers use your digital services, you're going to be using privacy in a proactive and positive way.